Good morning.
Great. We're here at Tech Heroes at Sunrise in Palo Alto, and my name is Jenny Donegan, and the program launched here at Sunrise in September of 2011, and I'm here with Jeanne Cremer, who began the program pretty much, I think the second week I was showing a computer to one of the residents downstairs, and Jeanne was like, "What is that you're doing?" And that began your adventure with us with Tech Heroes.
It's a wonderful program. I have been here every session because it's a program in which I have looked up names and addresses of people in the past, going back 50 years. And I think it's a program that I hope we can continue, because I never fail to think of somebody or something that I want to have information about.
That's great, Jeanne. That's awesome. That's what one of the keys we try to do with the program is to connect people, which is very valuable. What
I really want to talk to this.
now your background? Did you use computers a lot before?
No, I had never used one. I was afraid of them.
Okay, good, good. Now I know your background is an educator. You taught at the University of Texas as an English teacher.
Yes, an instructor in English.
Excellent. And you also were a librarian.
Yes, I've been a librarian.
So I remember when I first started working with you, I was delighted because I had somebody who actually understood what the internet was about but didn't understand the tools to get to it. Because what I think of the internet is the library of the future.
Yes.
And so I think together it's been a really good partnership in learning how to utilize the program very well.
When did you talk to her?
How have you
were having breakfast?
to bridge the gap, I think, between your generation and the generation of the high school students that we're working with? The goal is to have this high school students be your hands and your access to that information.
Yes.
And so have you felt like you've been inhibited by your lack of knowledge of the computer?
No, not at all, because everyone's been so helpful. And I love dogs, and we've looked up various breeds of dogs, and we'll be getting a dog. And today I found an address on somebody I haven't seen or heard from in 50 years, and I'll be writing him, and he's 103 years old.
Wow, 103 years old, and you'll be contacting him. Excellent, excellent. And so you've written several letters. What you do is what I've seen you work with Ashton and some of the other Tech Heroes is to gather information, to research on different people that you have been in contact in your life. And I'll just show a little bit of her dossier.
Like some pictures of cars.
And then we have had the opportunity to not only look up different breeds of dogs, but also be able to do research on genealogy and find out articles and different information so that she could then send letters. A fun thing that we did, come on in here, Ashton, because I want to get, this is going to be a little intimate conversation. So one of the coolest things was, Jeanne's son is a very, very busy, very intelligent, bright young man who lives in Palo Alto, right?
Yes,
And
he's Dr. J.T. Cremer, and he's been listed in Who's Who in America. And he's a scientist. He went to MIT. He's a physicist and an electrical engineer.
excellent. And when we started the program, you contacted him mainly by phone, and then we were trying to get an email address, and I thought it was pretty smart through your research, because you had the students do research on your son. So through that research, you found information about your son, that he had a LinkedIn account, which, you know, Jeanne had never used a computer. She didn't know what LinkedIn was, but we were able to share with her that LinkedIn is a professional network where you can contact people via the internet. So we thought maybe that would be a good way to contact and communicate, because he's so busy, sometimes you can get phone calls back and stuff, and you don't want to bug them. you know. So I thought it was very fascinating we got you a LinkedIn account, and then you went on and sent a letter to a little message on LinkedIn. And then the next thing, what happened? A couple days later, we checked your email.
Yes. And we've been communicating back and forth through email.
Yeah, I remember the first thing we got was a card for Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
And we printed the groundhog, the card. That was fun. And then we came up with the challenge of we wanted to send him a card back. But we had LinkedIn, which didn't give us his email address. So we requested his email address, he sent us his email, and then we could send him a greeting card like he'd sent you. So it's pretty interesting that, and so how do you feel about, I personally am amazed that now you have this connection with your son that's a little stronger than it would have been without using the technology that he communicates with.
Absolutely.
You know, you're kind of coming into his world, which is good, because then you get more communication, and I love to see the smile on your face when you get a card and stuff, so that's cool. That's what the program's
Just want to
about.
make sure their name still shows.
So we've printed some different things. One of the things we have here of Jean's is, this is Roy, a very, very special dog that was the dog at sunrise. And Roy is not here, but we wanted to have a picture of him to post in Jean's room. So what we did was, Jean said it's in the album downstairs, so we went to the album, got his picture out, and used the tools from the program, the scanner, to scan the picture and print it.
He's a special dog. I love Roy, and he loved me.
So
He followed
awesome.
me everywhere and slept with me at night.
That's so cool. And now you have his little picture to remind you of
Cars on this one.
that moment. That's
Any
good.
cars over there?
And I'll be writing Thornton Huddle, who is
Find some
103.
cars for me? Yeah, find some
And I
nice
haven't
cars.
seen or heard from him in 50 years or so.
Wow.
But I'll be writing him. He was in the oil business with my husband
Excellent.
in San
How old
Antonio.
is he?
And so you were able, and you just got that address this morning with Ashton going online and
Yes.
looking it up.
It's
Excellent.
amazing. I still don't understand the telephone, let alone the computer, but it's wonderful.
Yeah.
I
you-
write letters every day because
Yeah, you get the benefit of it. That's the power in it. It is, a lot of people don't get past trying to understand exactly everything about how a computer works, and they don't get the benefits of it. And the main beauty of the program is to have young people support you just to give you access so that you're not,
that's
know.
right.
you have access. Regardless if you know how to use a computer or not, the information is there for you. So
Well, I
thanks.
think it's a wonderful program. I hope we continue it right on into the future.
We are. This is the beginning. Thank you, Jean.
You're very welcome.